This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Good morning, y'all. Today we are up bright and early because we are gonna get to the Goodwill Bins before they even open. I'm not even kidding. I think it's been maybe over a year since I last went, so I was like, you know what, we need to change it up. And the location that I go to, you can shop the racks and the bins. And so the racks just means the retail area where the clothes is literally hanging on hangers and it's on the racks. And then right next door to it is the bins, which is more of a warehouse setting, and it's like pretty much the cheapest thrifting you can find in Los Angeles because you're paying per pound. Only thing is that you're doing a lot of rummaging. But the bins is known as a reseller hub, so you'll see a lot of young resellers over there. The energy can get really chaotic, and I'm just someone that gets really overstimulated, so it's not the best environment for me. And a lot of resellers can spend literally all day there. We're only gonna spend like maybe max 2-3 hours. I have found a lot of my wild Y2K pieces at the bins, surprisingly. Like, you know those really popular beaded halter necks that have a super open back? I found one there back when like the price was only $1 a pound. So I want to go test my luck today and see if it's any different from, you know, years prior. But we also want to keep the hair away from the face, so I'm thinking just a little bear claw. The outfit is just a baby tee, some jeans, and sneakers. Hair and makeup is all done. The last thing I want to do is put in these aligners. Ow, that's so painful. Okay, they're in. It is gonna be a 45-minute bus ride to get there, so let's waste no more time. Let's go. Yo, we made it. Oh, it's so dark, but 45 minutes later, we're finally at the Goodwill Bins. We made it 15 minutes before doors even open, but I don't even see a line out. Usually there's like a line of people right outside of the door. What the heck? Literally no one is here unless doors are already open, but there's like a crap ton of cars here. Just a heads up, I'm not able to film in there, so I will try to capture as much footage as possible, but if not, just fair warning, it might be a little short. Wait, what the heck? It's already open. They opened at 8. I'm 2 hours late. What the hell? We finally made it inside of the outlet store, and immediately you're greeted with the sandwich board that has a crap ton of rules. But the two important ones are that no food and drinks are allowed, and there's absolutely no public restrooms. So I always advise that you have a little snack or you eat breakfast beforehand, and always come in with an empty bladder. Kinda sucks, but the pricing did go up. It's now $3.19 per pound. It used to only be $1.19, so definitely isn't the cheapest thrifting in LA anymore, but it didn't take very long until some sort of crap went down. Some old woman just fell down. Damn, I don't know what the heck happened, but she was on her knees. I'm just chilling on the less chaotic side. There's so many people going nuts over there, but I don't think I'm mentally prepared for that yet. Yo, at this location, they switch out the bins pretty often and throughout the day. The workers are on it and they're really fast at changing them, but they ran over a freaking grandma. So just a fair warning that if you want to be part of that chaos, make sure you're aware of all your surroundings. Found some Pendleton, but there's this huge hole in it. So we'll pass. This could actually be really cool because it's so tactile. I really wish I was joking, but I was having such bad luck at the bins. Okay, so two things happened. The first thing is that my personal belongings were tossed into the bins by one of the workers, and they didn't have enough carts to go around, but as long as you group your items together and you line it against the wall and then just make sure to cover it, usually you're good. Nope, not today. So I literally had to fish out my personal things. Luckily, the worker was very apologetic and he helped me gather all my items and even gave me a huge black trash bag. But the second thing that just made me so mad is that I was hit in the face with a pair of freaking pants because this woman was tossing clothes into the bins without really looking who was around her. So
I was fuming at this point. So here we have all the things that I picked up, and believe it or not, but I pick up all of my tights and nylons from the bins. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna pay full price for undergarments or like nylons that I know I'm gonna snag. But then I came across these ruche pants. I did kind of like them, but mainly because it had a paper tag that said made in USA. And then this piece I'm leaving because it's a little too 90s.
Cutting in real quick just to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. They empower individuals to create an online web presence and also launch their passion projects. I've been making my mystery bundles available on my website, twinnell.com, which only exists all thanks to Squarespace. If you've been looking to create a professional website to sell either physical or digital items or even offer a service, Squarespace makes it super easy because they offer a whole bunch of tools. The first one is e-commerce templates. And so they have a whole library full of different website layouts to choose from. And all you have to do is just choose one that best fits your branding and your overall need for your website. So my website, for example, I wanted it to focus all on my clothes, and so I didn't want it to be too busy or too hard to navigate. And what's really cool too is that once you choose a layout, you're able to customize the color and even the font. The second tool they offer is inventory management, and this is super important if you plan to sell things in very high volume. Squarespace will keep track of all of your merchandise and your inventory and will send you notifications anytime something is low in stock or completely out of stock. Third tool they offer is secure payments. So this just makes it really safe for your customers. So that way you can connect Stripe and PayPal so your customers pay either using their credit card, Venmo, or PayPal. The last tool they offer is a built-in mobile website. So any template you do end up choosing has its own unique mobile experience. So this just means that your website is going to be accessible on an iPad, a desktop, and even your phone. Squarespace is offering a free trial at squarespace.com. And then when you're ready to launch, visit squarespace.com/Twinnell to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using my code TWINNELL. But a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Let's get back to thrifting.
Here we have more rejects of the day. So I did really like this one, especially the color and the print, and it really gave me Rachel Green vibes from Friends, but I know I would never wear it even though I did like it, so decided to pass on it. This one here, I really like the graphic on it, but I just think overall it was a little too boring. I do usually like patchwork and I love mini skirts, but I feel like this needed something more. It needed to have like some sort of element that gave less Forever 21. And when I first saw this sweater, I did really like it, but ultimately decided to pass just because I don't wear white very often, and I know I have a white t-shirt on right now, but I really don't wear white very often. And this shirt I also liked, especially the color, the embellishments, and the heart, but it's one of those pieces where you really have to style it to make it look cute. But we're finally wrapping up at the bins. Let's head over to the racks.
Y'all, we just wrapped up at the bins. I got all of this for $13. I already know I have a sweat mustache going on. It was so hot in there, but we're gonna hit up the racks next. I'm mainly here for the Halloween section, but how do I get this? Oh, it says not for sale. Oh my gosh, I love what she's wearing. So cute. I collect these porcelain masks, and look at this one. Only $3.99. That is so good. I think we're gonna leave this one behind. I'm just not really feeling the colors, and it's a little bit more simple. But then we have this one. This one's so freaky. It's like a full head, but it's only $5.99. You know what? I think I'm gonna take it. And then we have one more. Oh my goodness. I feel like I totally hit the jackpot in these. Gonna take those for sure. Oh my gosh, and I totally forgot to talk about these. Tell me they are not Pinterest worthy. I feel like I've seen these all over Pinterest and TikTok. They are $9.99, so I feel like that's a little expensive, but they're a size 7. I'm a size 8, but you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna squish my feet in these. And look, they look not too worn either. All right, y'all, I think we're gonna go ahead and just call it a day. I pretty much checked all of this clothes and it's pretty dry, so I will meet you at home for a haul.
The bins is not for the weak. I swear every minute that I spent in there, it was just testing my patience. Workers were running over grandmas. My personal belongings were tossed into the bins. But the thing that nearly pushed me over the edge was this woman who was tossing her items from her cart into the bins. And I don't know what it is, but people at the bins just lack so much awareness. She tossed a pair of pants into the bins, hits me in the face, and I was so shocked I couldn't even say anything. I just looked at her, gave her a death stare, and she gave me this look like of, oh Oh my gosh, no sorry, no apology, nothing. She just scooted her cart closer to the bins. I was just like, come on, people. So I definitely don't have the urge to want to go again anytime soon. And to be honest, I didn't have fun. It was not enjoyable, but I did walk out with really cute items and only spent $14. So let's get into this haul and let's show off the items that I got at the racks first. I only got 4 items, so we are gonna start off strong with these Puma ballet flats. And I picked these up for $10, which, you know, for shoes, I feel like is pretty expensive just because I haven't had the greatest luck. But they're in awesome condition, don't even look like they've really been worn. And I did look these up. I have them up on the screen here, and they're called the Puma Winning Diva Ballerina Flats. And although I was able to find the name of them, I haven't been able to find anywhere to buy them. But shoes that kind of look similar to this kind of range between like 30 to $100. So either way, I still think it's a steal. The only thing is that they are a size 7. I am a size 8, and I really thought I was gonna make them work because I wear size 7 shoes all the time. Yes, it's painful, but it's still tolerable. These hurt though, so if anybody has a size 8 or 8.5 in these, please let me know and maybe we could do a little swap. Let's talk about the creepy, the cool, the porcelain masks that I picked up. You know, with all the weird knickknacks that I get from the thrift store, I'm surprised none of them have come back as haunted. Arthur thought this one was a little weird, but I'm kind of into it. She just needs to be cleaned up and then she's gonna look so pretty. And then this one is my absolute favorite. I just love the colors, the stars, and it was also the best price at only $3.99. And this one I feel like has potential to be really pretty. She's just a little muted in color, very dirty. So all of these need a really good wipe down. But now with this one, I have 5 in my collection. So I plan to take everything off of this wall and just kind of reorganize everything, and it'll look so good. So if you want to see that transformation, I have it up on TikTok and IG Reels. Let's talk about the clothes that I got from the bin. So my bad, guys, but Google said that the bins opened at 10 a.m. So I actually got there 2 hours late, but I still did pretty good just because they're switching out the bins so often. So it doesn't really matter if you get there before they open or literally the hour before they close. You're most likely gonna find really cute pieces. But let me just start off with like the boring item, which is just this white lace fabric. If you watch my most recent thriftlet video, I used pink lace. So I thought, you know what? Getting fabric at the bins is a lot cheaper than just getting it at Fashion District because it's getting pretty pricey over there now. I got this white lace bodysuit that just is super pretty, given coquette. It's also vintage, has a paper tag, made in USA, but overall it's in awesome condition. But I'm sure you understand why I picked this up. It's just super pretty, and that ruffle detail, it might be a little bit simple, but still really pretty. And now that I'm looking at it, I might as well just make a skirt to go over this bodysuit. I shopped for my next DIY project without even knowing it. And okay, this is another like boring item, but it's just a good little basic. Look at this. It's black, it's a baby tee, very fitted, and then it has that contrast stitching. But I mainly picked it up because it was in good condition, didn't have any flaws, and the tag on the inside says that it's 100% cotton, so super breathable, and that it's made in Italy. But I just feel like you can't go wrong with these blanks because you can wear them on the days where you really don't feel like getting all fancy, and it also makes for a good little project in case I ever want to embroider or print something on the front. But something to note about the bins is that not everything is going to be in clean, good condition. So this one is obviously torn. It should be attached to the strap here. People see this and they just think it's damaged. I see a vintage piece that I don't want to leave behind. And really, this is an easy fix. But I absolutely love tops like this just because it does a really good job at highlighting our shoulders and also the smallest part of our waist. When I saw this one in the bins, I was so sure that it was going to be Trip, but it definitely isn't. There isn't any tag or fiber content tag on this, so I'm thinking it was either handmade or it's just fast fashion. But you know what? We're in September, spooky season is upon us, so I had to pick this up. And I love how oversized it is, so I could share it with Arthur or just give myself more options and wear it as a dress or just a really oversized sweater. Sticking with the spooky theme, I also picked up this zip hoodie. I really like this one because usually I just wear Arthur's and they tend to be really oversized. And this one is a lot more fitted, and yes, it's a little bit more tomboy, but I want that juxtaposition of wearing this with dresses and skirts. And something about skeletons. I first thought they were really cool when I watched Karate Kid and Johnny's Halloween costume.
Something about that costume I always really loved. I came across this red one and I was about to toss it back into the bins until I was like, wait, something about that kind of gives jersey, and it was mainly the seam that's running from one pit to the next. And then I saw that it has this really small detail. Number 11 right on the shoulder. Look at the contrast lettuce edge trimming. This is totally giving bloquette core, just like not so obvious and blown out. And then this one is a size large, so it fits me a little bit more oversized, but I'm gonna make this one available on Whatnot. I surprisingly came across another lingerie piece, and it's this pink slip here. I haven't tried this on yet, so I don't know how it's gonna fit or work because it does look a little bit more on the simple side. I'm thinking this might have been a piece that was at the racks and it just didn't sell. They had it priced for $5.99. Honestly, if I saw this at the racks, I would have picked it up then. I think she might be a little too simple for my taste, so I'm getting some ideas already. I think I want to chop the hem and then put some sort of like black graphic on it. We're down to the last item of this haul, and it's this pink item. Okay, so when I came across it at the bins, I was just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna skip through it. It just looks like it's ripped. But then I just grabbed it because of the waistband. I haven't successfully worked with elastic with any of my sewing projects. I was just like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just look at it, try to figure out what they did so that it actually stretches. But then I noticed that it has a hook and eye closure at the end, so it's not actually ripped or damaged. It's just this skirt that is super layered. I also don't know if it's part of a costume, but I feel like this is gonna be perfect in my wardrobe, not only because it's pink, but I feel like it'll be a good outfit topper. But y'all, that pretty much does it for spending $14 at the Goodwill Bins. So even though I was talking a lot of crap about it, I still feel like the bins are worth experiencing, and then you deciding for yourself whether it's something for you or isn't. I also think that maybe my location is pretty chaotic because it's Los Angeles. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of resellers. I do have friends who live in smaller towns, and they said that their bins are a lot more calm, so maybe it is just an LA thing. If you do plan to go to the bins, here are just a few tips to keep in mind. The first thing is to bring water. I know in the rules it says that you can't bring any water, but it's such a workout rummaging through all the clothes that I would say, you know what, just break that rule. I break it every time. The second thing is to bring a bag, but like a big IKEA bag, because most likely, if there are a lot of people there, you won't get a cart. So having that big bag will really help, so that way you're not carrying all your finds. Third thing is to wear comfy clothes and comfy shoes. One of the first times that I ever went, I went in a damn dress, y'all. It was so uncomfortable because you literally have to bend over and you have to like get into these bins. And so I was just self-conscious the entire time, thinking that I was showing my butt and my underwear to everyone there. So just play it safe and don't wear any short skirts or dresses. And the fourth thing, not to sound like a grandma or a mom, but just be respectful of other people who are also shopping. I feel like the Goodwill Bins already has such a bad rap because people are savages and they literally don't care. But like low-key, I was so pissed that I got hit with a pair of pants, and it just ruins the experience for a lot of people. So just know that there's a lot of clothes to go around. They're switching out the bins pretty often, so it doesn't hurt to be nice and respectful. If you want to check out the Goodwill Bins, I'll leave the location that I go to down below in the description box, so that way you can check it out for yourselves. But a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. So don't forget that you can check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, visit squarespace.com/Twinnell to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using my code TWINNELL. But as always, y'all, I do post videos at least once a week. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!